March 6, 2019. Sundari's birth and my concern that this is the end. Sundari's mother was named Nyla, and her father was Sabre Leopard. One morning, volunteers knocked on my door and said, "Come quick, there's something gross in Nyla's cage." That turned out to be 2 newborn leopard cubs still in their sacks. Back then, we did a lot of dumb things, and going in a cage with an adult leopard was one of them. Nyla clearly did not know what to do with this situation, so I ripped open the sacks, clearing the mucus away from their mouths and noses, and showed her that she had 1 golden cub and 1 black cub. She sniffed at them and walked away. They were cold and wet and not breathing. I gave them both mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but I was only able to get Sundari breathing. Her sister never took her first breath. Once Sundari was breathing and crying, I thought Nyla might figure out that this was her cub, but she wanted nothing to do with it. I could hardly blame her. Sundari was still covered in blood and didn't look much like a leopard to either of us. I took her inside, warmed and dried her, and tried Nyla again. No luck. Okay, well, maybe if I could get her eating and looking more like a leopard cub, her mom might take an interest. Sundari was fed every couple of hours around the clock and quickly filled into a cute, cuddly little cub. I kept trying to get Nyla to take an interest, but she wasn't having it. What I didn't know then was that mothers sometimes will abandon their cubs if they think their lives are just too dismal to raise offspring. I loved Nyla and played with her all the time. I thought she was happy, but looking back, I see that she could never really be happy in a cage. That was no place to raise a kid. Sundari was born in November of 1996, and Nyla was never bred again. In fact, the following year, in 1997, we stopped breeding cats. No amount of coaxing would ever get Nyla to take Sundari back as her cub, but for most of their lives, they lived near each other. Nyla died in 2014 at the age of 20, and Sabre died in 2017 at the remarkable age of 25. In 2006, Sundari had a prolapsed uterus and was spayed. She's never been sick other than that until 2019 when a mass was discovered near the base of her tail. We are very concerned that it will not be operable due to the close proximity to her colon and the fact that she's 22 years old, which is about twice as long as most leopards live. We are doing diagnostics today, and I realized her birth story had never been fully told. Thankfully, it turned out just to be an impacted anal gland. And then this was from, I was keeping a diary for my cat, and so I just combined it to mine because I dropped it after a while. Pearlie's diary. Today, I was spayed and made a saint. I knew that I should have fought going in the carrier harder. I thought it was just another one of those desensitizing trips to the staff meeting, but I ended up at the vet's office. Dr. Liz was nice and said I was cute, but before I knew it, she poked me with a needle and the room just spun out of control. When I woke up, I was missing a patch of fur on my belly and was wearing a halo like you see in the old religious art. What a bunch of weirdos. I can't save you from yourselves. I have enough of my own demons that chase me around that you can't even see. It is kind of nice to be worshipped this way, though. Howie and Carole just can't seem to do enough for me. They keep asking if I'm okay, and I keep telling them I'd be okay if you get this halo off my head, but they don't want to hear that. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.